Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Mechanics Institute. I'm Abel Talamantes, chess director, and we are streaming Grandmaster Nick de Firmian's Arena tonight, which has moved to its new day on Thursday to coincide with the start of the Thursday night marathon, the new Thursday night marathon we have here at Mechanics. And the turnout is absolutely amazing. I think we have about 35 entries for that, which um, we did not expect that at all. So a lot of players playing Thursday night starting at 6:30. Games are manually paired, USCF rated. Judith Stare is the tournament director for that. So that is happening at 6:30 tonight, but in about 35 seconds, three-time U.S. champion Nick de Firmian has entered the arena and it's got some strong competition. Four other players, but Stratus Jr., Alan Finkelstein is one of them. Felix German is always tough. Chess Appeals just joined. Uh, that's Kevin Fong. Got Django 49. Saint Returns. Axel Reichwein has joined too. So we got 7 people all coming for Nick right now. And Nick's in the chat. Cold weather these days, absolutely. Yeah, and Alan's a swimmer. So, but aren't you swimming indoors, or do you have an outdoor pool? Anyway, the games have started, and Stratus Jr., Alan Finkelstein, is up. Oh, I got to fix the board here. Let me do that really quick. I don't know what happened there. Let me fix the chessboard so that we can see it properly. There we go. There we go. So the first game is underway. It's quite a busy day today here at Mechanics. I've been here at the Mechanics Institute. I've been literally on Zoom calls straight all day, straight from 9 a.m. Through. So it's kind of crazy. It almost seems kind of like a waste of a day here at Mechanics because it's kind of nice to be able to come and do some work and give out trophies and kind of take the place in a little bit and get some stuff here, some stuff done here, but just tied up with Zoom busyness. And but this is the fun kind of Zoom busyness here, streaming the arena. Paul won his arena on Tuesday night. He actually lost the first game, and then he ended up winning the next 7 or so. So he won his arena handily, but he had to overcome a first round loss. And what do we got here? Time control is, whoa, seemed like something happened here. Hold on. What happened to the games? It's kind of funny, the board froze up. There we go. That was a little different. And it looks like everything back to normal. Looks like the chess.com board froze for a little bit. I was saying time control for the arena, game in 5 plus 2. It's 60 minutes. So basically the way the arenas work is as long as you're a member of the Mechanics Institute online, the chess.com community club, you're free to join. Join up and play. And players are paired according to who's available to play next. So there's no sections, there's no rating requirements, the points don't matter. As soon as your game ends, you're paired against the first person that's available. So especially a day like today, if you join the arena, there's a pretty good chance you'll get to play against a 3-time U.S. champion. So take advantage of the opportunity, people, and get your reps against Nick. 8 players in the arena. now let's see who else has joined. Young Morphe has joined, so and now 9. We have another player joined. So very cool, and people can join at any time. So you do not have to join right at the start. You can jump in whenever you want, half hour into it, whenever. It just the later you join, the less opportunity you'll have to play Nick. So definitely get in here and take part of the action. I want to welcome everyone for joining. And as I was mentioning earlier, we moved the day of Nick's Arena from Mondays to Thursdays because we do Paul's Arena before the start of the Tuesday night marathon. And we have the brand new Thursday night marathon starting tonight. And I put info there in the chat. 6:30 p.m. What makes the Thursday night marathon different from the Tuesday is the Thursday is 5 rounds, but it's a longer time control. It's game in 60 plus 5. So the games are still manually paired by Judith, but it's a longer time control that caters to a lot of our players actually that love playing a longer time control. So a game 60 plus 5, 1 game per evening, but this marathon will go on through November and December. So like our regular Tuesday marathons are 1 month only because we have 2 games per night. The Thursday marathons are 1 game per evening, but this will last through November and December. And there's nothing saying you can't do both. So if you want to register for tonight's Thursday night marathon, you can still do that. I put the link up there. Christian Clemens has now joined the tournament. So we're getting a lot of our mechanics regulars jumping in and playing. Just got to respond to something. Let's see this position here. Looks like Nick for the moment is up a pawn, but he's got a pawn hanging there. But he is up a minute plus on Allen here. 10 players in the arena. Nick saw that mate threat. So I was mentioning busy day today. I had a interview in the middle of the day with Chess Sin Fronteras, which is led by Juan Sendejas, who was instrumental in a lot of the innovation that we did here at Mechanics. Really helped us out quite a bit. And so he's leading organization kind of spreading the love and joy of chess across Latin America. And so I did an interview with Yahira Nunez, and she's in Guanajuato, Mexico. It was a long interview. It was like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And Carla Heredia was joined me also. She did a lot of translation help, so that was very cool. But it was an interesting interview because the interview centered around how chess clubs in Mexico can sort of help get started. And respond to something like, and you know, it's a subject of interest to me because I'm part of the U.S. Chess Clubs Committee that's chaired by Judith. And I guess one of the messages I wanted to get across is that, you know, starting a chess club there's a lot more to it than just do you have a place you can go to, and do you have tables and chairs, and do you have boards and sets, right? Um, you know, and Nick Firmian gets the first win here against a tough opponent. Let's see what's in the cards. Akko Hidari is joined also, as well as Chess Boy. No opponent yet for Nick. Let's see who he draws. But there's a lot more that goes into running a club. Hey, Akko. It's really about customer service. Actually, number one. It's not even really about chess. But I was trying to say too that it's really important to understand the community you're serving, and that goes for pretty much anything you do. So it was kind of nice to talk about it from that perspective, because any chess club that has any kind of success, really, you have to establish the community first, right? Obviously, mechanics, has a long history and a chess community, but then you have to develop the club to represent the values of that community, and I really think that's what really makes us successful clubs, because then the people identify with that club as they would like a team, right? So it was fun to talk about that, and it was fun to share that, and hopefully it was useful info. I thought it was useful, but it was a lot of fun. It's always good to see Juan, and he's doing well, and same with Carla, and Yahira she was awesome interviewer, and she does a lot actually in terms of moderating seminars and doing talks, on chess and how to develop chess. So that was a lot of fun. And Nick's got his game with Saint Returns, which I believe is a Scholastic player. And this is a lot of fun. It's kind of fun to see in these arenas when, oops, let's see here. Hey, Jonah. Let me help Jonah out here. Let's see. So the links for these arenas can be found if you go into live chess, like you're looking for a tournament, and you look for games in progress. Since the game is in progress now, you'll be able to see it. But here, let me. I think I'll be able to share this here. Try that. I think that is it. Let me know if that works. And then we get Jonah Bush, another tough player. And Jonah had a heck of a match on Tuesday night in the marathon against Kyron Griffith. And he was in a little bit of time pressure, but had a drawn game. He was down to seconds, and got into a position where he looked like he was going to lose a queen or get mated, but there was one move. There was one move that he had that could have held the draw, but he just didn't see it in time because of the time pressure, so he ended up losing that game. And a tough one for Jonah, because quite often he plays really, really well to play strong players to even positions or even be better. It's just tough when time pressure gets a hold of you, and it got a hold of him on the Tuesday. But fantastic game and fantastic performance, and still got to feel good to know that you can play like that against someone that is as strong as Kyron, he's a FIDE master, but I mean everyone knows he's got international master strength. So I know he'll break through, and maybe he'll break through today, because I think he has joined the arena. And yep, and let's see if he gets a shot at Nick. and everyone's played only one game so far. Game in 5+2 is the time control for the tournament. And Saint Returns is trying to launch an attack. Nick has yet to castle, and now his opponent has on the queen side. Nick maybe thinking about launching the pawns forward, but let's see how this develops. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We have 45 minutes left in the arena. Game in 5+2, 12 players. We just had someone else join. Let's see. I don't see who yet. And probably have a couple more trickle in. Thursday night marathon. We're plugging that to death. G60 plus 5 is 6:30 p.m. And we got a lot of players for that, more than we expected for sure. And funny, a lot of the players that previously played our quads on Thursday, they showed up to play this match because I'm thinking it caters to their desire for the longer time control, but also the availability on Thursday nights as opposed to Tuesdays. So it's kind of cool to see. Let me peek how many players we have for the Thursday marathon. You know, we did our prize pool for that. We thought we were going to take, we thought we were going to get 20 players, and 20 players would have been a success for us, but I think we have eclipsed that for sure. Nick thinking what to do here. Yeah, we have 35 players already registered for the Thursday night marathon. 35, which is phenomenal. Got some tough competition. Elliot Winslow's playing. Richard Kepke, he's playing, although he's taking a bye today. Mike Walder. Pranav Siram. I think he joined the Thursday night marathon. He's gotten a little bit of notoriety by Alexi Root. She wrote an article. It was on US Chess about his organization of live tournaments. He organized a tournament at a park, and it was like 4 players. Had all the cleaning and the social distancing and all that stuff. But to me, the big part was the fact that a young player took the time to organize events and do it during a time when nobody's organizing events. So let me put that article here in the chat. So if you want to check that article out, there it is. So let's see what is going on here. Saint Returns putting up a fight. He's actually up on time here on Nick. Somewhat even position. Anyone watching, if anyone has any questions, feel free to fire away. Any questions about upcoming events, about the Mechanics Institute? What are we doing? What do we got going on? Have a lot of big stuff coming up. If you go to the Mechanics homepage, we're like littered with events. Kind of one of the events that's kind of exciting that's coming up next month is whoa, Nick's king is going towards the middle of the board, almost like we're playing Bug House here. Actually, speaking of which, I think we may be broadcasting. Oh, Mike Saylor wants to get in on the action here. Let me send him that link. There you go. Wow, this is I think we may have a draw here. We had a drawn game. And then we're off to the next round. Under 40 minutes, 12 players. And I think he's still waiting for the next opponent. And then I have the coronavirus has joined the tournament. He's always entering the arenas. Let's see. Still no opponent. Well, while we're waiting, let's check in on Akko Hidari and Stratus Jr. here. Which, do I see this right? Is Akko up a rook? Yeah, something happened there for... Still waiting on Nick. How about Gonzaga, which is Jonah Bush, and Chess. What happened to my board there? My board just went crazy. Here, let me fix that again. I hate when that happens. Let's see. There. There. All right. That worked. There we go. And back to the position. Let's see if Nick's got a game yet. Oh, wow. This should be a good game. This is National Master Mike Saylor against Nick Firmian. Uh-oh, something happened there. I think something went wrong here. Oh, he lost connection. So Mike got paired against Akko. Chances are they get paired again later. So as Nick's waiting for the next game, let's go to, let's check in on this game here. Jonah Bush and Chess Boy. And this is the thing about the arenas is let's see this one, Axel Reichwein and Christian Clemens. Wow, look at this. Um, you're sort of rewarded in the arenas for playing a volume of games. So a player that's able to play, say, 6 games and win 4 and lose 2 um, is going to be looked as favorably as someone that plays 4 games and wins, wins them all. Although if you win games in a row, you get like extra credit for it. But you're definitely more rewarded the more games you play. But that requires a certain skill set of playing quick and playing fast. And here's a good game. We got Nick Firmian against Felix. Nick and Felix. So Felix, a pretty cagey veteran and capable of swinging with the GMs, especially in a blitz game. So we'll see how this turns out. 35 minutes left in the arena. No worries, man. So Allen withdrawing, just things not going his way. And yeah, it's in the arenas are for fun. So you show up, play. If you're doing great, have at it. If it's not working out for whatever reason, you could just get out of it and uh, and all good. So, and speaking of Nick and Paul are doing a very cool free. We call it a class on Mondays. Uh, we call it the Chess Cafe because it's sort of meant to be, like you show up at a cafe and just talk chess, and sometimes you're showing and going over a game. Sometimes you're just talking about chess happenings in the world. But this is a free offering we're doing for mechanics members. So if you're a member of the Mechanics Institute, um, you have access to a free class like this, as well as discounts at a lot of our events, and access to all the other things that the Mechanics Institute offers. So let me pull up information. If you are interested in, oops, that's not it. If you're interested in the Chess Cafe, click here to get more information about it. There you go. And if you want to join the Mechanics Institute and reap benefits that are too much to go over in detail right here, check this link out. For only $120 a year, you get big discounts on all of our tournaments, access to the free offerings that we have, and access to the other free mechanics benefits, such as borrowing privileges at the library, access to author and speaker events. But more importantly, membership supports us as a whole, the Mechanics Institute, and what we do. And we could really use your support. So click there to get some more information about that. And be a part of the Mechanics Institute. So here's Felix with his 2 knights and a bishop. Nick's got his 2 bishops and a knight. 32 minutes left in the arena. Game in 5 plus 2. And another thing that's going on here at Mechanics is we're part of the Chess.com Clubs League. And we had our first match last Saturday, and we won that match against a team from University of Texas at Rio Grande Valley. It's so the way the Chess.com Clubs League works. It's 2 matches. One is a rapid and one is a blitz. Players play 2 games against the same opponent. You're ordered according to your Chess.com rating. And we were dominant in the rapid. We won like 19-5, and then we drew the blitz, mostly because of me, but not in a good way. We could have won. I was winning a game. I missed mate in 2, and then ended up losing. But because we won the rapid and drew the blitz, we got the full point. So we won. Jim Tarjan led the way for us. We had Kyron Griffith and Elliott and the whole crew, so that was fun. And then this week we play the Saturday against Chess Kids Nation. Although the name is what it is, they're a pretty strong team, I'm told by Judith. They're out of Florida, so we have that match Saturday starting 9:30 a.m. 10:45 is the blitz, and we'll send the information, and anybody can join and play. So we'll put that information out. We'll have it on Facebook, but we'll also send it through our Mechanics Chess Club posting news, so you'll see that. So just show up 9:30 a.m. Saturday and be a part of it. And as long as they have enough players, anyone can play. And that's that. So looking at the position here, Nick's got about a minute on Felix. Looking at the arena as a whole, let me look at the standings here. Nick's still in the lead, although Felix here is in first place, so he can actually catch up. He can actually catch up with a win here. 15 players in the arena now, so we're getting people. Oscar Zoffer has joined. I'm not familiar with that player. It's cool to see new names inside the arena and just partaking in the stuff we're doing here. Under 30 minutes left in Grandmaster Nick Firmian's arena, which following this arena at 6:30 is the start of the first ever Thursday night marathon. Actually, it's kind of interesting to just think that this is actually the first ever Thursday night marathon. Judith, if you're watching, that's pretty crazy, right? Thursday night marathon. And sort of the idea of starting this tournament was that when we open up again, obviously we're going to maintain the Tuesday night marathon. There'll be some modifications. We might have less players play in order to keep social distancing protocols as long as they remain in force. I don't know how the vaccine is going to alter, change any of that. I'm imagining at least for a while we're still going to have less people in. But anyway, the long-term thinking of it is that we will maintain the Tuesday night marathon live, but we will continue to offer an online marathon event that's sort of more suitable to the people that wouldn't be able to normally come to the Tuesday night marathon anyway, or a Thursday night marathon. So online works. And then there's some people that are just gonna, I think for a while, prefer to play online just as they wait to see what happens with the virus, or they may not want to put themselves at any risk. So the thinking is that ultimately we're going to offer a marathon live and a marathon online. The Thursday marathon would be the one that we offer online, and then the Tuesday night we would offer live at some point. That's the thinking behind it and the rationale. So we'll see how it plays out. And Felix down to seconds on his clock, and Nick in a pretty dominant position here. It's probably a matter of just figuring out how to close the show. And one thing I keep mentioning, at least for Nick, he's always looking to find the best move, the best continuation. He's not looking to blitz someone out, although he's capable of moving quite fast because he just sees stuff. The moves are quick now. I'm trying to see. I haven't asked him yet, but I'm trying to see if I can recruit. See if Nick or Paul will play the clubs league match. Uh, Although we participate in the league matches for fun, um, I definitely think that Mechanics is capable of winning the clubs league. We just have so much talented players, strong players that are willing to come out and represent Mechanics on a Saturday. So uh, we have a little eye on victory this time around. We finished 9th overall in the league in season 1. But I know some of the matches we lost were during times when we had few players for whatever reason. And I know that if we were at full strength with the players that played for us, we would have always been competitive. So. Play knight d5 here or what? There we go. Oh, yeah. I think he missed that as the rook was hanging there. Oh, here it comes. Knight f6 coming. Yep. Nice win by Nick over Felix. And let's see. No game yet for the GM. And we have the next chess newsletter coming out Saturday. We'll have the TNM report from Tuesday. There were a lot of exciting games on Tuesday, the Tuesday night marathon. What was sort of fascinating about Tuesday is that Kyron Griffith, who's usually dominating everyone, he had to pull off a magic show to get a. He was losing. Actually, he wasn't losing in both, but there was one. Oh, Nick de Firmian is playing I Have the Coronavirus. So there we go. There was one game where the game was totally drawn, or he was slightly worse, and he had to rely on his opponent missing a drawing move. And then in the other one, I think he was losing, and then his opponent got into time pressure, and then in time pressure he fell apart. So, but kudos to Kyron and his resiliency and staying with it in those games. And then it was fun to see Jim Tarjan, Grandmaster Jim Tarjan, playing the Tuesday night marathon online, and he had this one game with a fantastic little tactical shot to win. And then Grandmaster Gadir Guseyanov, he played, and it'll be a fun marathon. So we got Tarjan, Guseyanov, Elliot Winslow, Mike Walder, Kyron, Ethan Guo, Arun Dixit, all with 2 out of 2 heading into next week. So a lot of action to go. Just under 22 minutes, and even though we're almost at 40 minutes in this arena, Nick's only played 4 games, so his opponents are definitely stretching the timeout, but he is leading the arena with 3.5 out of 4. And I do not believe I have the coronavirus has played Nick yet ever in an arena. I'm not 100% on that, so we'll see how this goes. So looking at the standings, Mike Saylor, Christian Clemens are in second and third place with 2 wins out of 3. Are they playing each other? No, Mike Saylor's playing Felix right now. And I think Christian Clemens is waiting for a game. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. This is Grandmaster Nick de Firmian's arena. 15 players, about 20 minutes left in the arena. Game in 5 plus 2. I happen to be here at the Mechanics Institute today, and as I was complaining earlier, one of the things I look forward to, I have work that I have to do here in the office, but just today was like nonstop Zoom meetings. We had a meeting regarding the FIDE Academy. We're doing a FIDE seminar here. Hey, Judith. Judith is prepping up the files for the Thursday night marathon, which should be starting at 6:30. Games manually paired. One game in 60 plus 5. We will not be broadcasting the Thursday night marathon. Who knows, that could change. It sort of wasn't the plan. Just especially because of the time control of the game. But we'll see. And she's saying the pairings for the Thursday night marathon are up. So out of curiosity, we're going to take a look. And actually, I'll put that in the chat also. Here we go. Thursday marathon pairings. There we go. We got Elliot Winslow on board 1, Alan Savage, who's a FIDE master, on board 2, Eric Hong, Micro Bears on board 3, Pranav Siram board 4, Michael Walder on 5, and then we have Akko Hidari, Felix German, Stuart Katz. A lot of mechanics players and participating, so very cool to see. We have looks like 34 players for the Thursday night marathon, which exceeds a lot of expectations, so a lot of fun to see. How is Nick doing here? He's got a nice time advantage. Material looks even. As Paul would say, he's got the 2 bishops, which is always favorable. And another free class with MI membership that we are offering is next Tuesday. Judith and I will take turns in teaching a free adult beginner class. So we'll see what the turnout is. I mean, we're looking for people that have no knowledge of chess at all, that really want to learn the game. It's actually my favorite type of student to coach, whether it's a kid or an adult. Those that have very, very little or no background in chess, not just because I'm an 1800 player, but for me it's a lot of fun to motivate and inspire new players, and you know, just get them excited and jazzed up about playing chess and learning chess. So that'll be Wednesdays, I think 5 to 6. Not 100% sure. Let me see. What did I commit to here? Online offerings Wednesdays 5 to 6. Yeah, 5 to 6. So if you're listening to this broadcast, chances are you know how to play chess and you're following this for a reason. But if you know anyone that might be interested in learning and they are a mechanics member or would like to be one, this is a fantastic benefit. So feel free to share that info adult beginner class for beginners starting next Wednesday. And speaking of new classes, another class that I'm kind of excited about, FIDE Master Paul Whitehead is teaching a new class, The Art of Attack. And let me put that in the chat. Wow, look at that. And Nick has trapped the queen. So coronavirus is getting the bishops, but the cost was the queen. So and Nick deciding what he's going to capture and with what. Nick Firmian in control of this game. So as I was saying, next Monday, The Art of Attack by Paul Whitehead. He's sort of basing the class on a book, The Art of Attack, by Vukovic, and then revised by John Nunn. It's sort of his take on a book club where he's designing lessons based on that book. So check it out if you're interested. When he taught the Endgame Lab, that was a very popular class. I think a lot of players benefited from getting that Endgame specific knowledge. This class is like that, where you get attacking chess specific knowledge. So this is great for any club player looking to improve and get a new way of thinking about attack. And what's cool about it is like players can get this book on their own and sort of follow or deepen their knowledge with that book. And I'm watching Nick. He's looking to work his knight up to h5. Yeah, he just resigned. So nice job by Grandmaster Nick. Let's see who he draws now. Just under 14 minutes in the arena. He's waiting for his next opponent. Nick is in control, leading the arena. 4.5 out of 5. Who's next? We don't know who's next. I think Nick's waiting for the next player. Well, while we wait, we have this game between Mike Saylor and Felix German. Ends in a draw. Well, here we go. So now Nick Firmian is playing Mike. And I'm glad that this pairing got done because they were paired against each other earlier. But I think Nick disconnected or the connection was bad. And so it didn't get done. Actually, let me see if I can like fix this board a little bit. Let's try that. There we go. Kind of get a little more centered. And follow this game. So, yeah, this should be a good match. Tough match for Nick. And should be able to play this game to completion with G5 +2 time control. Yep, high-level arena here. It's not your usual arena. Yeah, and I'm noticing a lot more Scandinavian lately. It's kind of interesting how like openings they come back in style or get back into fashion. This is definitely one of them. We were having a conversation with Grandmaster Patrick Wolf about it because there was a game in the U.S. Senior Championship where one of his opponents played the Scandinavian, and I guess the specific line and direction it went was not something he was totally familiar with, and it actually led to bad things. And Bali 1331, people are tired of King Pawn openings on chess.com. Yeah, that might be the case. And Scandinavian's a way to mix it up. And who are you, Bali? You're not Balaji, are you? Someone different? If you are Balaji, we need you to play our chess.com clubs league. Everyone we can get, because we're looking to win this year. Hey, random guy is fine. There's nothing wrong with random guy. We value random guy as much as anyone else. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming to the Mechanics Institute. We're about 10 minutes left in the arena. And I think Nick's got the arena pretty well under control at 12 points, 4.5 out of 5. He will uphold the honor of the Mechanics Institute. Nice move by Mike Saylor. Actually, Mike Saylor really came through for us at the Streamer Battle League. So Mechanics Institute's involved in 2 leagues right now, the Chess.com Clubs League, and then this new league called the Streamer Battle League, started by the guys at Chess Dojo, David Pruis and Kostya Kavutsky, where it's basically streamers. So you represent your stream channel on Twitch, for example. Nick gets a fast win there. Great job. Wow. I'm trying to, well, interesting. Well, let's see. A game I would love to see is Nick is playing Django 49. And Nick has played A6, the St. George. Wow, Nick has opted for the St. George defense. E4, A6. Trying out new things. A la Karpov Miles, as Akko Hidari says in the chat. So, hey, why not? Make it interesting. I remember during a Tuesday night marathon, there was a game on one of the top boards. But if you're a mechanics person, Carlos Davila had played the St. George, and it was an evening where we just happened to have Grandmaster Sam Shanklin helping us with the commentary, and he was just absolutely horrified to see that somebody had played the St. George, and that it would be absolutely terrible if he was able to win. And Carlos Davila is a strong player. I mean, he's a national master, and he's quite a character, as those of you in the know. And he ended up winning the game, and it was against a strong player, 2,000 plus player, and Sam was just shaking his head that the St. George prevailed, because he definitely felt it shouldn't prevail, but that was pretty funny. But you know, Nick is the editor of Modern Chess Opening, so I'm curious what he would have to say about the St. George. Um, you know, maybe I can ask him, see if he'll like annotate the game and explain what the you know, what drives the St. George. What's the theory behind it? 16 players here. Who joined late? Somebody joined late. Anyone I know? Yeah, I don't know who joined late. We're almost 5 minutes left in the arena. Karpov Miles. And while we have the time, final plug, the Mechanics Institute Thursday night marathon begins tonight. We have around 35 players playing this event, which is awesome. The pairings are up. Starting at 6:30, games manually paired by Judith. She says she's ready to go. Check it out. It is not too late to register. If you do register now, you may not get a game in the first round. We'll try to see if we can get you an extra rated game. But the Thursday night marathon is 1 round per evening. Longer time control, so it's G60 plus 5. But it is one game. It's going to run through November and December. So if you like a longer time control, the Thursday night marathon is for you. Even if you don't, I mean, it's not that long. G60 plus 5. Play in the Thursday night marathon. Yeah, so Bali's saying never know when the pawns in the flank are pushed because you push them in the early, but then you sort of lose the center. And let's see how this plays out because White is looking pretty good here, except for that, because you're gonna take that knight. But see, now that that pawn is gone on e5, your advantage is gone in terms of that. You know, Black's got the space and has an extra pawn. Thanks, Mike, for joining in. Mike Saylor, I'll be 9:30 a.m. on Saturday for the next Chess.com Clubs League. If you're free, we could use you playing. We'll send a message to the Chess.com Club News, but save that time. 9:30 a.m. for the Rapid, 10:45 a.m. for the Blitz. We could use you. So now you know. Three minutes left in the arena. There's actually a chance this game does not finish, although he's putting a ton of pressure right now on Django 49, especially on F2. Judith has joined the arena and is playing Felix German. Here we go. So let's take a look at Judith's game here. The only reason I'm doing this is because she hates when I do this. So if she hates that I do it, then that means I'm going to do it. All right, back to Nick, who's up a couple of pawns, but this endgame is completely won. Let's see how it plays out, but I think Nick has winning the arena well in hand. Yeah, because the only person that's close to him is Django 49, and I don't think Django 49 is winning this one here. Yeah, but for Black, I mean, you're going to win a bunch of pawns, and that past A pawn will speak for itself. But yeah, this is an easy win. Oh, he's 1 minute left in the arena. I think Django's trying to wait this out, which Django can do because he's got a 1 minute 57 while the arena's 45 seconds, although that would not be favorably looked upon. So let's see what gives here. And Django's not going to let him. I don't think any computer is going to be able to win this position or anything, so he's just hanging on. Should have resigned, but that's all right. So Nick to Firmian with 16 wins the arena. Django 49 at 11, tying Felix German, who also had 11. 17 players, very cool. We had a pretty good turnout for the arena on Thursday. I actually wasn't sure what the turnout would be like, especially since we moved days, but the turnout was about the same as it is on Monday. So very cool. Oh, very cool. Hey, Alexi. Yeah, I gave an interview in Spanglish. Is probably more accurately put. There were some parts of the interview where I just wanted to convey the message I wanted to in my own words. So I just said it in my own words, and then I had Carla Heredia. She was there, and Juan Sendejas helping me out. So it was a fantastic interview. I mean, it was an honor to do it, and it was an honor to talk about what I think makes a successful chess club, because I know Yahira Nunez, who gave me the interview. See you later, Akko. Good luck in your games. They're really trying to develop chess in Guanajuato, but like all over Mexico and Latin America. And like I was saying in the interview, you know, it's really not about having chess boards and chess sets and a place to play. It's really customer service, working hard, understanding your audience, and just making sure that you represent the values of the chess community you represent. And if you do that, I think that's what makes a good chess club. And I think that's what we're doing here at Mechanics. And other people are doing it in a lot of other areas. So yeah, maybe in the news, I'll make a mention of it in the newsletter and put that link up. And but big shout out to Juan Sendejas of Chess Sin Fronteras, fantastic organization. What they do, I mean, they really try to spread chess just for the love and the passion and joy of spreading chess. So give them a little plug. Actually, I'll put the plug in there, not just because they're plugging me, but check them out right there. And you know, you can get all kinds of information. So everyone, Thursday night marathon starts at 6:30 p.m. 1 game a week, G60 +5. That will be starting soon. We're not streaming that event, but if you want to be a part of it, check it out. Let's see if there's anyone we can look to raid. Let's see. Should we? Let's. Yeah, why not? So let's raid, well, I don't know. It looks like he's doing chess, so we'll raid Hans Niemann. So thank you for tuning in. We will be back next Tuesday for the Tuesday night marathon, but check out your news for this weekend because we will have our chess.com clubs league match and a lot of other stuff going on. So follow mechanics, look out for the newsletter, look out for what we're doing, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone.